She touches her lips ever so slightly. For mortals, tenderness is tenderness and violence is violence. But I don't know what it's like to kiss and not inflict pain. I just hope my observations of mortals will help me understand. Young lovers, old spouses, even what mortals condemn as promiscuity. To me, it all looks like something amazingly human. You know, a drop of vital energy is a small price to pay for your kiss. Oh, a little wink, wink, nod, nod. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? Don't joke like that. For me, it's not a joke at all. I suspect I'm not the first mortal to suggest it. No offense, but I don't expect you to join them. Oh, nice. Wait, you mean you don't just watch people during the day out on the street? Well, I never touch anyone. I never harm anyone. I just watch and listen. Is that bad? I'm gonna go with the chaotic one here. No, it's not bad. Just don't get caught. I can't promise you that. Oh, a little smile there. What is sex between demons like? Everything demons do is a sort of cannibalism. Each devours mortals and other demons in their own way. Some enjoy literally tearing off pieces of flesh with their teeth. Others like to subdue and turn their prey into slaves and living tools. Some feed on others' humiliation. It comes in different forms, but the essence is always the same. Another being is an object to be used for your own pleasure. Demon sex doesn't differ from any other type of violence. In my former life, it was something I did to others or others did to me. Only one person ever received pleasure, not the other. Do you still feel desire? Areelu keeps silent for a long time as she searches for the right words. You see, on the one hand, my succubus nature remains with me. I feel the desire I feel is the one from my old life. When I look at any mortal, I immediately imagine how she looks away. But that feeling, that desire, it's not what mortals feel. When you like someone, you don't ponder how good it would feel to drink their soul, do you? Well, I do, because I'm turning into a lich. I'm just saying. You think about how good it would feel to be together. Together, you see. You know how to want someone at the same time not want to destroy them. For me, it's always one and the same. I'm not even talking about love, just the common mutual affection of mortals when they're not poisoned with violence. Now I know I've never felt it. It's hard to imagine how it's even possible. Yeah, sure, might as well. Love's a wonderful feeling. I hope so. It's just that I don't deserve it. Who would dare love a predator from the abyss who, by her very nature, is unable to return those feelings? I wonder if I can do that. I mean, no, we're not going to romance her. Don't lose hope. One day you'll find someone to teach you how to feel. Thank you. It's hard for me to imagine right now, but I can still hope. Yeah, it's pointless for me to romance anyone because I would just have to kill them later. Okay. Tell me about the Midnight Isles. It's the ocean of 𝐂𝐴𝐻. Not far from the mouth of the river Styx, there's a chain of islands. This is the realm of 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽, the queen of the succubi. There's no sun there, only a moonlit night, alternating with a moonless one. Each of the islands is one of 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽's trophies, the remains of a powerful entity that perished at her hands. As you see, you cannot take a step in the abyss without treading on corpses. This is 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽's capital. There's no city like it in the mortal world. Absalom is a village in comparison. Millions, I don't exaggerate, millions of demons and mortals live there. Some come voluntarily, not only from Golarion, but other planes as well. 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐽 keeps an open boundary and enjoys having many guests, merchants, and travelers in the city. Some arrive and change. The slave trade is the most thriving business in the city. From afar, the city may seem a merry place. Many of its dwellers do enjoy themselves until it's their turn to become someone else's toy. It's a city of suffering, Draco, of cheerful festive torments that everyone in the city inflicts on those around them. The heart of the business quarter is the flesh markets, where the slave trade takes place. I grew up in the mansion of Lady Valexia. Her house is always full of guests doing their best to entertain her. Those whose performance is not to her liking risk remaining at her house forever. The main attraction of the succubi city is, of course, the brothels, the 10,000 delights. I need not tell you what they offer. If you can imagine it, someone is selling it. Not far from there, you'll find the Harem of Ardent Dreams, which serves as a sort of city hall. Shamira, Nocticula's right hand and mayor of Alushanira, receives her visitors there. For those who prefer bloodier sport, there are many arenas in the city. The most famous of them is Battle Bliss. Battles run continuously without breaks and without rules. It doesn't matter what trickery you use to win, it only matters how much fun the crowd is having. And above all of it towers the House of Silken Shadows, Nocticula's palace. Hundreds, thousands of towers and domes adorned with jewels. There are legends of what happens inside. Many have striven to experience the delights of the Succubi Queen's palace, forgetting that it was built for her pleasure, not theirs. Tell me about her. She's called the Lady of Shadow. They say that she was the first succubus. She's far from the most powerful of the demon lords, but this hasn't kept her from being the ruin of many creatures significantly more powerful than herself, even building her kingdom upon their bones. They say that, like Lamishtu, she strives to turn herself from a demon lord into a true goddess. She enjoys killing, but her favorite tools are seduction and deception. She only stoops to crude violence when there's no other games to play, and even then she backstabs from the shadows. Her favorite weapon is a crossbow, though a silk garrote would suit her better. If you should ever meet her, do not believe a word she says and do not fall for her provocations. Do not try to beat her at her own game, and most importantly, remember, the worst mistake anyone can make is to underestimate her. I saw you disappearing in a kaleidoscope of butterflies. What was that? Desna protects me. Whenever something threatens my life, she teleports me away from the danger. I guess the goddess does not want me to die before I fully redeem myself. I do not deserve her kindness. This is exactly like Lindsay's ring. Do you guys remember from Kingmaker, Lindsay had a ring that if she died, she'd essentially be teleported away. I hope that Arushale does not run into the same fate that Lindsay did. I have to go. That was cool. We learned some cool stuff. Moving on. Let's minimize that for now. We're not casting any spells. There he is. You know what? I've noticed a certain cyclical pattern in my life ever since I met you. First, something happens that leaves me positively intrigued. Then I descend into the depths of fear and anger. Then I start to think it's not that bad. The curiosity comes back, and then something even more dreadful occurs. The demons attacking my home and the city around it, very unpleasant enough already. But I thought I could compensate for that by striking up a curious acquaintance and having some new experiences. Then my dearest cousin threw me right into the middle of a crusade. And just when I started to see some positives in my current situation, the gargoyles kidnapped me. The slaughter in Dresden, followed by my triumphant rescue, effectively put out every spark of optimism that I had managed to gather. Now the city is in our hands again, and it's getting more and more tolerable to stay here. I feel surprisingly good, and I'm even beginning to find the city rather enjoyable. This brings one very reasonable question to my mind. What's the next outrageous and dangerous mess you're going to pull me into? I have a couple more perilous trials and insurmountable challenges in store, just for you. Does this list include the ordeal known as the Trial of the Cold Oatmeal? If not, then there's nothing to be afraid of. And if you think I've just shown you my weak spot, then you're wrong. It was deliberate misinformation. I know that we've asked that question before, so let's get it. Your jokes are silly and childish. If you really want to get your revenge, then make your enemies suffer. It's still quite dangerous, tiresome, even not fun. Besides, nobody has really pestered me all that much yet. Still, wouldn't mind making the demons suffer. Our righteous society loves to frown upon the torture of prisoners. Would they frown quite much if the prisoner in question were an incubus or succubus? Let's hit that. What do you cherish most in life? Far too many things that I cherish. Life-loving people you've ever known. I rarely meet anyone who embraces the joys of living as enthusiastic. Okay. What do you hate the most? The feeling of helplessness, the lack of control over my own life. And onion rings, of course. I'd murder the person who came up with those abominations. That's it? Where is it? Where's the option to kick him out of the party? Darren doesn't like onion rings. I knew there was something wrong with that, dude. You don't seem especially keen on helping people, but your knowledge of healing is truly impressive. If you really want to try out everything life has to offer, you also have to understand how to deal with the consequences. I'm not talking about a simple hangover, mind you. Yep, that's why he became a healer. Because he gets into so much shit, he needed that healing power on himself. Nothing cures a hangover like a cure medium wound spell. Do you have any good stories? I've got plenty. Someone that we don't care. Stage my own. Yeah, okay, whatever. Engineer my own kidnapping. And it's, wait, you just told me that a couple of your bodyguards died during the stage. We already, oh my god. Mind games of yours will come back to bite you sooner or later. I hope not. I enjoy myself. I enjoy my life. I'd like to keep this going for as long as possible. Wouldn't we all? So that's the stupid story. Do you enjoy being mean to everyone? Yes. Fair enough. And here I thought you were hurling insults at people purely by accident. I like your way with words. What did you expect me to say if I wanted to make a good impression? Something along the lines of, I'm not mean, I'm just being honest with myself and everyone else. That's what people use as an excuse when they want to keep up their saccharine facade. Saccharine facade while still saying whatever nasty little thoughts spring to mind. That's true. God, is that true? That is not what I do. I have no hidden agenda. I'm just as much of an insufferable prick as I seem to be. Some people are simply begging for a good dose of mockery, so who am I to deny them? I don't give a damn if anyone holds a grudge against me, which is why I don't even try to avoid it. Says the rich and privileged, right? If Darren hadn't grown up to be a freaking count, I wonder if he would have had this kind of mindset. Probably not. But then again, he did grow up to be a count. Alright, gotta go. Yes, wherever my legs carry me. Here's another conversation that's just probably not going to be very fruitful. Yeah. What'd you think of my powers? People of noble descent grow. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so we've sold everything. Let's go check in up here. I'm sure we have something to do. And since they haven't released a patch yet, the follow key doesn't work still. If you guys are playing this game and got that bug, yeah, I'm hitting the F key to get there. That's just stupid. Fix 10 bugs, add a new one. I didn't know 𝐂𝐚𝐾 had turned into Bethesda. Oh, Desna, something truly miraculous happened to me. If only you knew. You're beaming with delight. Yes, I've never been so happy before. I used to, and now I'm... No, wait, that doesn't feel right. Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have barged in like that. We need to talk one-on-one. I'll be waiting for you at the tavern. The succubus runs off without giving you a chance to say another word. I'm surprised she didn't just jump out the damn window. Anything else popping in? No? All right, let's see what the table has for us. All right, yeah, we got those already. Frenemies. A conflict between two officers has led to a defeat in a skirmish with demons. One of the officers, a charming young noble, tried saving the lives of the soldiers. The other, a cynical veteran mercenary, acted based on the principle that victory is all that matters. The soldiers from each unit blame the other's unit's officer for the defeat. How should the investigators arbitrate the guilty parties? Punish them both to get leadership experience. Punish the aristocrat. We gain morale, which I can't even... Yeah, we're already back at 20. Remember we were down to 10? Yeah, we're already back at 20. So that is a waste. Add 3,500 finance points. Recruitment growth for all trainable units from the main barracks and the main archer range increases by 15% for 30 days. 3,500 leadership. 3,500 finance points. Increase. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to punish them both. Both officers took part in this quarrel, and thus they're both responsible. The commander's fair judgment has improved the officer's discipline. Yep. All right, decrees. What do we got? Bell of Mercy's got 3 days left. All right, what is the ghostly pathways? So, a skilled craftsman can do some work. So we can create a circlet. So it offers nothing. For wizards, this headband grants the wearer +2 enhancement bonus to charisma ability score. 3 times per day, you can try to dominate outsiders. This creature has to pass will save 22, be under dominating effect until the end of the fight. You also get a +1 insight bonus against outside creatures. Okay, you can make it into a ring. This ring improves its wearer's summoning abilities. All summon spells of 6th level or lower are maximized, as though using the maximized spell feat. Wearer also gains a +1 insight bonus on attack rolls. Activate this ring to create an almost transparent silver lining that connects all party members in a 30-foot area. While in this state, you share an unbreakable bond. While under this effect, all members get an additional attack of opportunity per round. If an attack of opportunity was a critical hit, the enemy staggered. One of the party members falls unconscious. A giant spider is summoned to fight alongside you for 3 rounds. Fighting defensively and lands a first attack in this condition, the enemy is pushed back 10 feet and knocked prone for 1 round. That's kind of cool, because if they're knocked prone, that means that they're open to all kinds of attack of opportunity. So, okay, so the circlet for shaman gives us wisdom. For wizards, it gives us charisma. For priests, it gives us intelligence. All right, so let's, oh, that's a scythe. That's just a weapon, okay. Yeah, we're not gonna, it's kind of weird. Why would a wizard be carrying around a scythe? Each time this +3 speed scythe lands a hit on a summoned creature, deals an additional 12 points of piercing damage. Whenever this weapon confirmed, yeah, that's just if you wanted to sell it, I guess. Because the cost for these isn't nearly as good as the cost for that, or the price for that, 18.6. But I kind of like this ancestral retribution. Whenever the wearer is fighting defensively and lands a first attack in this condition. Okay, so if they're fighting defensively, they get a -2 to attack. So if they land a hit in this condition, the enemy's pushed back for 10 feet and knocked prone. Lands a first attack. See, does that mean that, is it their first attack that lands, or is it they have to land their first attack? Right? That's 2 different questions. I mean, that's 2 very different answers there. So, you know what? We're not going to do anything with this yet. Again, we're going to hold off on that. Religious Feast. This is one that we can do every so often. Energy point income increased by 20%. Finance reduces by 10%. Energy point increase. Finance point income reduces by 10%. We do need energy points. Let's do this. We apparently can't do anything else. We do need to get the logistics one. We can get that then. We have nothing for the other 2. Okay, so we're doing that. Doing that. Nothing there. Nothing for the relics. All right. Okay. Making sure that every one of these has, oh, Sorcerer's Fortress has nothing built yet. See, that's why we check. Okay, build. Okay, Sorcerer's Fortress. Let's go with... All right, so for this one, I guess we'll just do the normal ones. We'll do the barracks, archery range, stables, and then probably supply center. Or do we do hospital? I really enjoy having that 5% bonus to the infirmary size. That is really, really good. Having more energy for the generals is good too. Let's go hospital. I don't know. That feels better. Once we get into some of these bigger fights, having as much room in our infirmary as possible is, I think, going to be a good thing. So, okay. Let's continue checking. See if this takes us right back. It didn't, but that's all right. Okay, so Treason Home only has a barracks and archery range. All right, let's do stables. And Yep. All right. All right. Continue checking. Yep. We have checked them all. Oh, see, look, the fort turned from this to that. That's cool. And it's pumping out all kinds of stuff. And I don't think there's any room left. Right? We filled all the spots. Yeah, we filled all the spots and then realized that they were going to offer other things. Yep, that's all right. Nope, this is fantastic. We got our teleportation circle, supply center, hospital, training grounds, alchemist lab. Yeah, we got all the important things there, so. It's fantastico. Campaign. Can you guys move yet? No, no movement. Oh, that's right, because we teleported. So they would not have much movement there. Awesome. I think we're done. Okay, so we're done here. Let's get rid of some of these books, huh? Before we do that, let's come up here and we're going to go unread documents. Okay, so we've read every book that we have. We have no recipes. That's not going to show anything for us anyway. But while we're here, Okay. Let's go Nenio. What do you got here? Scroll of Dimension Door Mass. Yep, learn that. Okay, and then Woljif. I put that helmet on him. Didn't that look funny? Kind of clean up some of these a little bit, huh? He probably won't be able to cast most of these. He's a Grenadier. Well, I don't know. Maybe some of them will fit into his Grenadier book, but I doubt it. I imagine that they're all going into his Eldritch Scoundrel spell book, which isn't going to offer him a whole lot of anything. But just in case, it doesn't hurt. All right. And they are the only ones that can learn from scrolls. Oh, that's cool. That's a great little sword there. And improved inventory mod is fantastic. Again, quality of life mod, doesn't interfere with anything, just adds so much more functionality. God, it's so good. Okay. We don't have much in here except a head and a few items, you know, nothing big. Finian. Let's put that away for now. I wanted to see if that armor would go on someone. Max Dex 5. We can't put that on Woljif. Because he's getting 6 armor class. I don't know. Maybe it'll work on him. But we'll take a look at that. We'll hold on to all the... Oh, we need to pick up the other half of this. The half of the pair. And then figure out who we're going to put that on. Let's come down here. Let's go... Other. There we go. That is not a coffee cup. I guess those don't weigh anything. We can leave those in there. The books weigh, though. They're 2 pounds a piece. Yeah, all the non-weight stuff. Yeah, let's put that back in inventory. Yeah, those books are heavy. Okay, let's sort by just weight. Yeah, that's 0. And then the food item stuff, no big deal. Okay, what else we got? Notable. These don't weigh anything. No, they don't. Yeah, that stuff we're going to hold on to. Obviously, the usable. We need to find someone to use that Triceratops. That'd be cool. Where is that it? The Midnight Bolt? Yeah. These we need to keep our eye out on, or for, because we need them to do the big secret ending. The ending that most people will never see. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. And yeah, we'll be back very, very soon with more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Until next time, take care of yourselves. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the best day of my life. See ya.